between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And here we go from New Orleans. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
All set to go now from the 35. Stride to throw on first down. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They're going play action. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They run. It's the rookie from UCLA. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down from the 42.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And there's a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
At the Texans' 39-yard line.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
The read. This is Judkins. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Dive play straight ahead. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, go!
Throw here, third down. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. Gain 15 there. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they get about 5 on that first down as he's sent out of bounds. So 5 still to go now on second.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Fights his way through a tackle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
We've set it downs from 37. First down throw by Stroud. Pass caught by Tate Dell. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They get 37 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down, Stroud. That's back-to-back for Dell. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tank Dell the touchdown. On his Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Wilson with a return here. Things going well so far. Ooh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Delivery to comes up with it. And the Texans will take over at the start of the next quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score.
All right. 18. Let's hit.
They'll run. Pacheco. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap. Here we go.
On play action, here's Stroud. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away 2nd down. A very tough 3rd down play here.
18.
3rd and long for him here. Intercepted in the end zone. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Hey, Kate, you know as a quarterback, every decision you make's got a consequence. Some good, some bad. But that one right there, throwing into double coverage, making that decision to force the issue into double coverage in the end zone, that's a consequence that pays dearly.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's going to push one deep down the right. They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Bronco 80.
They'll throw it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. There he goes, right sideline. And he's going to score a pick six, touchdown, Houston.
I got to believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover? Playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just a pick. It was a pick six.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
Saints nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Wilson with a return here. Shoots away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Breaks the tackle. Has a hole left, room to run. He's at the 30. The 10. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a one-score game in the first half. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Right there, an attack on the point after. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Saints 7.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to Pacheco to start the drive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
To the air, Stroud. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Set. Cougar 19.
Another throw here on 2nd down. On the slant, complete to Judy. And no 1st down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. We'll go with a design keeper. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29.
That's good.
They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
29-yard line.
Set up. 60 Eagles. 60. Go.
Pass play now. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Judkins. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Option play, 3rd and goal. And he gets in, touchdown! The Saints earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now, 1st round. Forced out to his right. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans. 1 play in, and they are already close to midfield.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Houston.
From the gun, Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
From the red zone now. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. Tank Dell, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Wilson with a return here. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Wilson with a return here. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. We give inside to Akers. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one's caught. Judy has it. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going play action. Completed to his running back. Get some space around midfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
It's Judkins on the counter. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. We'll go with a design keeper. Hits the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
On the quick.
Stroud off of play action. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He's still going at the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. And the defender comes away with it. Justin Reed has the
danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They get 19 on that pickup, and that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. On first down, they'll run. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
60 Bison.
They're throwing it. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was David Njoku. And now they're staring at 4th and long. He has it at the 33. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Pass play on 1st and goal. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 21.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. So we're through 3 here. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Third down, and they need to get 10. To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that set. The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He fields it cleanly. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
19, Pioneer.
They'll go play action. Trying for the deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. In a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Drawing up the design keeper. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
70 Timberwolves, 79 Broncos.
They'll send him up the middle. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slate, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away. It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late, and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different parish.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Stroud. Headed out right. That throw behind his intended target. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
He's got it. Complete to Collins. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hits his running back. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The members tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His neck there, they had to have that one. It really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing from the gun here. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Shotgun handoff here for Jenkins. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And any more of those as they trail by a score.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw it. Connects on the crosser. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. They're all set now. 1st and 10.
First down.
Here we go, set.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He set up the screen. It's Judy. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go.
Sending him on the dive. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
70 Lion.
Back to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to have the 1st down there for the Saints. And that should be enough to run out the rest of this one.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Sign quarterback run here. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints.